So at the end of this riot, it lasted for 36 hours. We had Butte, Anaconda, Deer Lodge, and Helena Police Force, along with the Montana Highway Patrol and 7 units of the Montana National Guard, all here working on this. By the end of it, the inmates had this tower as a hub, and they also had 19 out of their 23 guard hostages still locked up in cells. And so our plan was, we want to get our guys out fast, and we'll do that first, and then we'll take back our prison. So what we did is we took a Montana Highway Patrolman and we put him about right here on the wall with a Thompson machine gun. And he was not only to signal to everybody else that this was going to start off, but he was also instructed to shoot through the window at the door that the inmates were using to get from the tower to the guard's catwalk. When that Thompson machine gun started to go off, it was the signal for a National Guardsman to come out of that tower with that bazooka that you guys saw in Athens. And so he comes out of the tower with that bazooka, but you see the handrail that's up there? Well, he dropped that bazooka out of his nervousness, and it set his sights to 900 meters. So when he pulled the trigger on the first shot, it actually went through this gap that you see of the wall tower and the cell house, and it went out into town. So he realized what he did. He went back into the tower, still a little nervous, fixed his sights, knocked off the cost of time, still hasn't paid for it. And then he shot the tower. And then they realized that, hey, these guys are probably using the topmost room that has a very small window that only looks out onto the cell house roof. And so if you look at the very, very top of the tower, you'll see an indentation with some discoloration of the bricks. That is the third shot. Now that was also the signal for 40 National Guardsmen to run across the yard from Max through the wall, go up into the second tier of the cell house, and get all 19 guard hostages out into safety. Now from the time that the Thompson machine gun bullets started coming out of that gun, to the time that all 19 guard hostages were taken out into safety, it only took them about 4 minutes. It takes me longer to explain.